Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of What to Read today. I know many of you have been thinking of what to read, and I'm here to, drum roll, I'm here to provide you with relief as to what to read. So, the book for today, it's a sad one. Extremely, extremely sad. How I came about this book, I'm not quite sure. I stumbled on this book. I know evil has always existed since time immemorial. Evil will continue to exist. But evil against a child must stop. There isn't any basis for it. Picture this. A mother takes her three daughters, aged 8 weeks old, a baby, 8 weeks old, 2 years old, and I can't remember how the older one, but she was still a child, takes them to the orphanage, drops them off, and zooms away in her car. This happened in the 60s. The orphanage is based in Ireland, Belfast, Ireland. It's an orphanage run by the nuns, the Catholic Church, the Reverend Sisters. Frances, the second child, who was at the time aged between 2 and 3, writes this story. And she tells of the harrowing abuse. Oh my goodness. The physical abuse as a child, of a child. The sexual abuses, emotional, verbal. And this goes on till she was probably 12, 14, when she finally leaves the system. I think as a society, we need to draw the line as to what is evil, what are we going to condone, and what is a no-no. The book I'm talking about is The Orphanage, Frances Riley. My shocking true story of surviving cruelty and abuse at Nazareth House Convents. Frances Riley and her sisters were abandoned by their mother outside Nazareth House Convent, a Belfast orphanage run by nuns. Little did they know the unimaginable cruelty they would endure within its walls. It's an extremely sad one. What this book taught me, again, is as a society, we tend to look away. Because here in this book, Frances talks about how as children, or in quotes, orphans at the orphanage, they will throw over the walls paper saying, help us, our lives are miserable, this is happening here. And no one, it's possible no one saw those papers or opened to read. How many times they ran away and they were caught by the police and they tried to tell their stories. There's something evil going on behind the walls. And the police were like, no, you're lucky to have someone look after you. You need to go back. And every time they went back, they suffered the beatings of their lives. At some point, even the nuns sent them to spend the weekends with families, you know. And one of the family Frances was sent to, is supposed to be an outing. The man of the house and his brother repeatedly sexually assaulted her. She was maybe 10, 11, 12. The Orphanage by Frances Riley. Please read. Read to learn how or what the world is about. I know I have always known things like this happen. I'm not naive. I know. What really got to me is just how many times they brought to people's attention what's going on in here, and no one cared to look deeper. And this is not just about people and the police force and all of that. It is an indictment on all of us. How many times also have I, while I was reading this book, I then recalled a few weeks ago. Think about it. I went out running. So this was between 5:30 in the morning to 6 a.m. And I had this altercation, a few weeks. I'm talking about May 2026. And I had an altercation between a young lady and a guy, a male. The girl should be within the ages of maybe at most 16 or 17, at most. It was a little bit dark, and she was pounding on the chest. So I went running. So this is outdoors, on the chest of the guy. What am I going to do now? You can't leave me. Where do I go to? Who do I go to? She was sobbing and she was pulling on the guy, and the guy was walking. I personally took it to be a situation of breakup. I mean, they've broken up and the girl is not happy. But in reading this book, it then occurred to me, probably I should have stopped and asked what's going on here. Is everyone okay? It's possible they would have turned me off, asked me what my business is here, maybe. Or maybe the girl would have opened up, maybe the guy would have opened up, or maybe I could have also called the police and said, I don't know what's happening, but please go check it out. Go check it out that this guy, this girl is okay. I did not. I decided to mind my business and kept on running. If you hear something, you see something, please ask questions. Ask. If you don't have the skill or the competencies, or you don't think it's safe enough, try to find someone who can ask the question, who has the authority and the capability to ask questions. Evil happened to this girl and to the rest of the girls, and I'm sure it happened over a period of years, so decades. Read this book to see and know. And it's not just a historical, it happened in the past. This still happens. Same as the story I gave about my own personal experience. I did not ask questions. Read to understand and get educated the role each of us has to play in the society, in the community, in ensuring that our young ones are safe, in ensuring that every form of evil and atrocity against children does not keep happening. It shouldn't ever happen. Okay? Until next time on What to Read Today, as always, keep reading, keep well, and I will see you next time. Take care and bye.